Hello friends, Tony here, welcome. In this video I'm going to show you the MeriUI, which is UI components for Livewire powered by DaisyUI and Tailwind, and I have made a tutorial about this, but now we have a version 2 and just I wanted to show you what you can do very quickly with MeriUI. By default we have Livewire with Flux UI as a starter kit on Laravel, but you can use also Flux and then the MeriUI, which is free. You can have tables and what you like for free here. Okay, we can go to documentation and read here. I'm going to create a CRUD. I'm going to create a project and install this from scratch and create a CRUD just to show you how you can use forms or tables and so on. For that, let's open the terminal and I'm going to say Laravel new and let's name this project MeriUI. Okay, I'm going to choose Livewire. And yeah, would like to use Laravel Vault. Okay. And let's create the project. I'm going to show you with a Livewire with a Vault. And I'm going to do that because also here we have some demos with PHP, but with Vault is more okay, I think. So let's see the project when we're going to create and then install this. Maybe let's zoom it a bit. Now you can read more. As you can see, we have here customizing, which is new. We have forms, lists of data. So for example, we have table and you can see it's very easy. So for example, we have users, which is with PHP, but we're going to use Vault as I told you. And here is the table. So we just add the components with the headers and here we define headers and then rows passing the collection here. So for example, here we have users. I'm going to create a task for that. And also no headers, no hover, because as you can see on this one we have hover effect, but you can specify here formatters if you want click to navigate and so on. Okay, let's see now if everything is okay here. Yes, and let's come and install. Require the package first. We need to navigate on the MeriUI and then require the package. Then we need to run artisan meri install. Okay, and yeah, also install Livewire Vault. We have that, so just let's say yes and install with npm. Okay, I'm using npm here and installing DaisyUI plus Tailwind. And yeah, we have some details here. So starter kit detected, so skipping demo components. Also the Livewire Flux was detected, so a global prefix on the MeriUI components was added to avoid the name collision. We have Flux, which has some components there, so instead of just saying X button, now has added prefix Meri by default, and now we need to say X Meri button to use MeriUI components instead of just X. Because if we don't have the Flux and a starter kit, we're going to have just the X button. But for me, it's okay. And let's clean this. Let's also run the npm run dev, and if you want, you can change the prefix or run the artisan method publish, change the prefix, but I'm going to leave it like this and run the artisan view clear. So let's run also artisan view clear and then npm run dev, which I'm going to run right here. And also let's open this with VS Code. Okay, now I'm going to use here AI just to see if that can understand and what he can do for us. So I'm going to open here and ask this I'm going to say create a task CRUD using Livewire Vault class component where I'm going to say where a task can have can have a title. I'm going to say also description and is completed, and also the task belong to the user. I think we are okay. So create a task crowd using Livewire Vault class component where a task can have title description is completed and also the task belong to the user. Now I'm going to also specify if that we're going to see if he understands to use the Mary UI. So I'm going to say using Mary UI components. Hit enter. And as you can see, PHP Artisan make model task -m. Okay. Proceed. Yes. And now we have here the tasks. Very good. User ID, title, description, and is completed. Proceed also this one. Now updated the task model. Passing here the user ID, title, description, and is completed. Also protected class to be is completed a boolean. Yeah, run the migrate command. Okay, task completed. And you can see he also has added navigation on the sidebar for the tasks using this clipboard document list. We're going to see. Let's open this project now and see one by one. I'm going to open the project on Chrome. So Mary-UI.test. And here we are. I'm going to register here. Use a fake filler. Create the account. And yeah, the Flux, the icon clipboard does not exist. So let's change this icon first to be home. And let's come here. And yeah, we have the tasks here. If I click, we navigate, and now we have the app model user tasks. Because on the user we don't have a tasks. Let's see. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's close also this one. And here we are okay on the sidebar. Then has registered the route, as you can see. Vault, I'm using Vault. Very good. Tasks applied the middleware out and verified. Very good. Let's close this. Then we have here the task Vault component. Also using with pagination. I don't said that, but we have also pagination here. Passing the layout components, layout up. Very smart. And also applying some rules for the title description. Also we have here editing task property, which is a type task model and optional because by default this is null. Then also we have public boolean show model defaults. Okay, on the mount we have to check here that it's okay. Then we have the public with function and returning tasks. Out user tasks. Yeah, here is the, let's open the user model because I think we don't have a relation here. Yeah, we need to create the relation. he is missing the relation, so let's leave it like this. And let's add also the return type to be has many relation. Let's close. Let's see now. Yeah, very good. You can see how we have here tasks, and we have a search here. We have a button. If I click, it's going to open a modal. Click outside, click here, say save, and yes, we have here, we have completed. If I click here for the edit. Okay, this is optional, the description. Cool. Now if I click again, save, and yeah, we have also ordered like this. We can delete. Let's edit this one. So we can change the completed directly in here. Let's create another one. Let's say delete, and we have here, are you sure? No. If I click again, are you sure? Okay, and delete it. This is how quickly we can create a CRUD using AI and also using the MerUI. Now I'm going to see the code here. We have this with function returning tasks. Okay, and padding it by 10. Then we have the open modal, which is an integer. Optional task ID to be null. This reset error bug. Okay, we have here this editing task to be, if we have a task ID in here, we have task find or fail, otherwise null, because we're going to open the modal also. If we are going to create that, then we have title to be this editing task title or empty, and here empty. Also show modal to be true. Close modal, show modal to false, and reset title description and editing tasks. Task. Okay, then on the save method we have validate data to be title and description, this title, this description, and then we're going to check if this editing task update existing task by saying this editing task update passing the data, else create a new task by saying of user task create. Very good. Here also close the modal. We have a delete task find or fail, because here we accept the ID, and optional for add authorization check, then just say task delete. Optional add a success notification, and then we have a toggle completion task find or fail the task ID, and if that we say task updated, update the is completed, the task is completed, opposite of the task is completed. Okay, and we have here define headers for the table, which yeah, it's okay. We have here headers, and then we have a MerUI components. So headers, we have these headers, and let me just show you. If I open the MerUI, go to list data table, and yeah, we have headers, and here we have an example. But in our example here, we use a method by saying these headers, which returns the same thing. And this is okay, but also if you don't like to have a method for this, you can do headers by just let's go here and copy this, cut this, remove. Now you can just play with this. We have here the with method, which returns an array, and here we have tasks, and after the tasks we can say also add the headers, and here I'm going to pass and yeah, change these headers to just the headers now. So let's scroll down. Now instead of these headers, we can say just $sign headers. And let's see on the browser. We'll go right here. Yeah. And here we don't need to add that, we need to add this one. Let's indent also this. And yeah, now works correctly. We have title, completed, and actions. Let's add another one. I'm going to say my first task, add a description. Now, if you want, you can add also that a checkbox to be completed or not. So let's save, we have there. And if we open not the UI, we have forms here, sorry. And we have input, also we have checkbox. So the checkbox, just say X checkbox, a wire model, and also add hint if you want. So let's copy this and open our form. We have the XMary header first. Very smart here. XMary header, passing the slot middle for the search, and then slot action for the XMary button. A wire click open model. Okay, we have a table and passing a scope. Custom column for is completed. Custom column for action, because we have task ID and the delete and edit. Then we have a modal for the creating and editing task, XMary modal, wire model show modal, and title. Also here, if we are on editing mode, we say edit task, otherwise create task, based on the editing task property, which is by default null. Okay, so editing task by default null, but if that is equal with the task, it's going to say editing, otherwise create. And then we have XMary input and XMary text area for the title and description. Also right click close model and save, type submit. I think we don't have, let's scroll up. Yeah, we can add here. So public boolean to be $sign is completed to false, not like this, but is underscore completed. And then we can scroll down, and when we have a form here, we can add that, yeah, XMary checkbox labeled completed and a wire model is completed. Okay, but also when we create, yeah, we have a validate and then data, title, description. We need to add also, as you can see here, the AI here to help us is completed to be this one. And let's see now. Let's come here and refresh. Hard refresh. I'm going to create another task, and now we have the completed there. I'm going to make this completed, save, and because I used the fake filler, that has also filled the completed. But yeah, we can undo them and refresh. All of them are uncompleted. Let's create another task by hand. Now let's say my last task, add the description here, and yeah, let's check this, say save, and now we have my last task completed. We can update that to say my last task ... save, and now we have my last task ... We can delete also, and yeah, and this is by using AI and also MariUI. Okay, so this is how you can use the MariUI. So for the header, we have XMary header, slot middle, XMary input for that search. This search is now just hard coded as a component, but it's not going to work. Then we have this button to open the model and show the form, the table, and the model with a form. Now you can read more on the MariUI documentation. Here we have You have a bunch of components also for file upload, image library, range slider, text area. If I click on the text area, yeah. We have list menus, dialogues, and UI. If I go to UI, alert, avatar, button, badges, bunch of components here. We have also the spotlight. If I click here, Command G, and yeah, we have a spotlight here. And just you can add X spotlight or X Mary spotlight and create a search. Also here steps, a form for steps, next, and previews. And we have also third parties. So the calendar, we have a markdown editor, which looks like this. Nice. A rich text editor also is going to look like this. And just by saying X Mary, for example, the editor, or if you don't have Flux UI installed, you just say X editor, passing the UR model, for example, the property text, and that's it. Okay, friends, that's it all about this video. What I wanted to show you, just a little bit of Mary UI using also the AI that generate the code for us. Now, if you like such videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share with your friends, and see you in the next one. All the best. Thank you very much.